Hi, buddy. Hi, handsome. Hi. Carrot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Mac. Just FYI, that's a wireless headphone in my ear. I don't like this. Oh my goodness. Damn. Look at this smart boy. Look at him. Coming straight for it. Oh, what a good man. Oh. JK. Somebody's feeling rather spicy today. Come here. Ugh. Come here. What a good man. Boop. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, shoot. So, now that I have established over the past few days what the clicker means, that it is a bridge/marker signal for the behavior that he did that was correct, now I can move on from targeting to teaching manners or the rules of the game, or grown-ups are talking, depending on which trainer you ask. Essentially, I stand to the side of him and he will nose me and sniff me and sort of search for the treat, and then he'll probably get bored or distracted and move his head away, and then he gets a click and a treat. So the goal is to get him to understand that I bring the treat to him. And see there, he moved his head into the center of his body, away from me. That's what I'm waiting on. You like looking at yourself, hon? Oh, he's a little frightful. I wasn't anticipating that, but I think he is a little wary of the target stick. You coming back? Good boy. That's it. So now, again, I'm asking him move his head away from me in order to get the treat. Horses catch on to this way faster than you think. Like, this is the first time I've done it, and look at him. He got it. Okay, now I'm going to change sides. Oh. So see, he looked to me for the treat and then moved away. And see, a lot of horses get one-sided, so it can be kind of tricky for them to figure out that they don't have to change sides for this to still work. It says, but it worked when I turned my head to the right before. Yes, there it is. If I had to take a wild guess, and this is just me totally guessing here, that his jockey was probably right-handed, and that's probably why he's a little skittish on his right side with the target. I mean, it looks like a whip, and when I raise it real fast, he's like he's about to get hit. I think he probably learned to move his body away or quicker from the whip. Again, I'm just rewarding him at a pretty high rate of reinforcement, which means the frequency that I'm rewarding him. I'm doing that to really give him the idea that when he moves his head away or in the center of his body, that's what I'm asking, so that he's not hounding me for treats. And now I'm going to switch sides again. And he moves his head away, just like that. What do you think of this? I was listening to a podcast called Come Along for the Ride. The podcaster was interviewing Mosey Truitt, who is Little Pistol Annie on Instagram. Mosey was talking about how when you turn life into a game with the horse, everything is a little less scary. They're always looking for something to do or something new and a way to be creative and express themselves. Then, things become less scary. And that's what I would like to do with the counter conditioning of him being afraid of the target on his right side, because he's not afraid of it when I throw it up on his left side at all. I'm trying to figure out why he's shy on his right side. That's better. See, he's already less scared of it just in this one session. And I'm probably not doing the best job of feeding him away from my body, so. But you know, don't you? That works. Good boy. Food comes to him. Practicing good horsemanship. Food. Yes, yes, that's exactly what I want. That makes me so happy. This is session 2 with target training. He says, I'm crossing my eyes to see it. Good job. So some people say if you're going to teach a moving target, to use a different target, but I think what I'm going to do is kind of shift gears in this session, depending on how long he wants to do this, to just where he almost touches it, to where that is good enough. And that way we can start working on moving targets. Good boy. Like that. Hey, Indy, don't you dare. Don't you knock it off. Good boy. That ask was a risk on my part because, like I said, I've noticed he's a little shy on this side, but instead he realized I don't have to be afraid of that. And like, I don't want to apply any aversives to him. I do want him to follow the target, so I hope I'm not like being confusing there, but good boy. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, nothing to be afraid of. Oh boy. Lazy bones. Are you done? Makes sense. I was wondering when I was gonna run out of baby brain. He said, whew, that's a lot of thinking for my brain. This is the beauty of autonomous training. There's no force. If they choose to leave, they're free to do so, and there's no punishment for doing it. So they have complete control over whether they say yes or no and commit to the training. And that's what I really love about it, is because it builds a training in the horse that is more relationship based and based on the horse wanting to work with you versus just like trying to avoid, pressure or pain, or they're forced to do it. Because what's funny is that I've found over these past few months of exploring this training is that when you stop forcing the horse to say yes and allow the horse to say no, they start saying yes on their own. And it just changes your relationship radically with them. So this is our documenting. I hope you guys are enjoying it. La, la, la.